Hi, my name is Garo Dorian, and I'm recording this video today in response to a lot of people that have been asking me personal questions about their own experiences with astral traveling or out-of-body experiences, and also lucid dreaming. I wanted to first talk about astral traveling because most people are really eager when I hear them talking about astral traveling and going out of body. And they feel like they haven't experienced something and they feel like they're missing out if they're not going out of body and they're not astrally traveling. I would love to say from my own experience that I've been astrally traveling and going out of body since I was 21. And what I would love to say is that I didn't ever attempt to do any practices to go out of my body or astrally travel or go to these other realms. What started happening as a result of my own practice, I would come home every day after work and I just lay down and I would go out of body. It would just happen effortlessly. I wasn't doing anything consciously to do so. And a lot of people ask me, well, how did you start doing it? And I tell them, I started doing my personal work on myself. I had a lot of blocks in my heart. I had a lot of pain, a lot of insecurities, and a lot of fear I was holding on to. And I still do. I still am continuously working on this every day, consciously. Yet my process at 21 was I started doing a heart opening practice. And in this heart opening practice, it raised my self-worth. It raised my ability to love myself, my consciously loving myself. And it minimized all my shame and guilt I had around that certain aspect that I was holding on to, whatever negative feeling that was associated at that time. And so there's no skipping steps in spirituality. There is no, oh, I'm going to do this and I'll see angels, and oh, I'll do this and I'll go ahead and go out of body and astrally travel with the masters. Through my own awareness and my own experience, I was guided through my heart by my soul to take these steps, these measures to get to that point where I was in a place to be safely doing these things. What I mean by taking these steps, I had to first detoxify and cleanse the body. And once the body was cleansed, the nervous system, making the body able to handle these energies and raise the sensitivity level, then it led to the mental emotional clearing all the mental emotional blocks I had, allowing the mind to be aware that there are these possibilities. If you have any limited belief systems or any judgments or anger or any perceptions that this is not real, then guess what? That's your reality. So also the emotional component is very much a major aspect of spiritual development. If you have any emotional hang-ups, whether you're insecure of your body, whether you have pain from past experiences, from any relationships, from family members, guess what? This pain is stored in your energy field. And it results as when you meet people, they'll be triggered that you have any pain, and these people bring out these triggers, these emotional blocks that you have. So if you're meeting these people, that's a sign that's telling you have some unfinished work to do in your emotional body, in your emotional cleansing, to move on to that next level of spiritual development. Everything is feedback. Everything is perfect. It's telling you where you are blocked. It's letting you know that you have these aspects within you which are not good or bad. Just these are your blocks. These are your lessons you've chosen to learn. And are you going to choose to learn to love them and love them about yourself without judging yourself? So going to actually the aspect of astral traveling is, I can say from my own experience, going out of body every night. I was going out of body every single night I was laying down. I had no idea what was going on. I just knew every time I clear my heart and open my heart, another aspect, I was able to go further out and experience different light beings that were coming in. When I first started astral traveling, I would only stay in my room because that was my awareness of how far I can travel. And so that was my limitation. I couldn't go beyond my room. Once I was able to open the heart field and create this heart energy in my room, I was able to create this energy of this sacred geometrical form without being consciously aware of it. It was just happening because my own knowingness from my own heart was doing it. The energies of the soul, my own higher selves, were just bringing those energies to me to experience because I was ready for it, because I was clearing out all the negativity and for my energy field. That's what was the result of this was happening. And I was ready for it on physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. I was ready for these experiences. And so once started happening, I started traveling to other realms. I started having visitations from light beings, and they would come in and they would grab me, and I would feel them pulling me out. And I'd be like, I would see myself going through these different realms fast as you can imagine, just at the speed of light traveling, and I would end up somewhere else, and I would ask myself, well, how did I get to this higher realm? I would just see nothing but rainbow and opalescent light. I would see just this beautiful lights, and I said, wow, how did I get here? And who did I come with? Who's this person, this being, this light being? And I identified them. They told me who they were. But my point is, people want to, force these experiences out to happen for them when you're not physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually ready for them to happen. When you're ready, they will happen spontaneously. You can have it spontaneously happen by somebody sharing you their experience. And that's happened to me multiple times, where I would share an experience I had with somebody, and the next day they would tell me like, oh my God, I had the same experience you told me. I'm like, yeah, because you were ready for it. It was an activation. It was ready for you to have that experience. You were just waiting for somebody to give you permission to do so. And that's what it is. We are waiting sometimes for somebody to give us permission. If you're waiting for somebody to give you permission, I would honestly say, wait. Wait and use your discerning wisdom. Use that ability to discern there's a reason why you haven't had these experiences yet. And it's not a judgment to yourself. It's not a judgment to God and the light beings why they're not loving you. They're there. They're always there. It's your awareness of what is blocking you from that awareness. And I say every time I do my classes, this is an awareness of self. You're bringing your awareness and attention back on you, and you're aware of where your blocks are. And you can find them when you start doing your own practice and focusing on your fears, focusing on what blocks you may be having, and bringing all your awareness to your thoughts and energies that you're empowering, whether they're positive or negative. Again, there's no connotation of good or bad and positive and negative. They're polarities. They're two sides of a magnet. You're going to choose in this realm of duality which polarity you're going to be empowering, the positive or the negative polarity. And it's all perfect. There's no right or wrong in this realm. It's all for our highest growth. Our soul came here to learn these experiences. To continue more on the astral traveling aspect, yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. I'm not going to lie. Yet there's also dangers involved. And there's an ability to get lost in these other realms and use it as a form of escape and not looking at your reality in this realm. I found out in the 7 years that I was astrally traveling and going out of body every night, that it was having physical repercussions in my body. Was I learning exponential amount at an accelerated rate? Correct. But was I also risking the potential of harming my physical body and not coming back to my physical body? Yes. But I was always guided and protected at the same time. I would have experiences where I would just go out of body for like 2 hours, and then I would have a hand bring me back down into my body and hold me here and say, that's enough. And I'd be like a child, I would say, well, why? I'm having fun. They wouldn't say anything, and they would let me figure it out. They said, that's enough, stop. And that's happened multiple times. Every time I would go out of body, they would bring me back. Most of the time. Other times they would let me figure it out on my own. And I would come back eventually, but then I would feel drained and tired and fatigued the rest of the day because I felt so untethered from my physical body. I felt like, what just happened? What did I do? And I don't think this is very sustainable, because it's not. it's not that sustainable to be traveling out of your body so much. There's an energetic cord that connects you with your physical body to your etheric body, your energetic body. And if you're continuously traveling and relieving this physical form, guess what? You're not taking care of this physical body, and it requires you to be present in this realm fully for you to master it. And we have the ability to develop mastery in this realm. I'm certainly working on it, and I may be, you know, whatever it is, my level of development is through my own awareness, through becoming more consciously aware of the thoughts that I empower and all the energies that I'm working through. There's no measurement scale here. There's no level of authority or levels of hierarchy. This is your own level of personal development. And you have people here guiding and assisting us, or the light beings. I mean, I've worked with both. I personally preferred working with light beings, but that requires another level of discernment, because that's a whole nother level in another realm. If we think that we can go to these other realms and another astral traveling to these other realms and working with these light beings, we have to discern where we're going, what realms we're actually tuning into, and if these are actually light beings we're communicating with. And I won't go into too much depth about this, but the point I'm making is the most important thing is to develop a level of discernment, develop a level of self-love, and acknowledge where you're at, love yourself for where you're at, take inventory of what it is really that what is your intention for even wanting to astrally travel. Because if you find that if you're doing it just to have a fun experience, that may not be the highest form of spiritual development for you at this time. When you're ready to have these experiences, you will. And I'm saying this as for my own awareness, for my own experience. So I'll talk a little bit about lucid dreaming. Again, the same conversation I'll have about astral traveling. I didn't ever attempt to lucid dream. They just started happening as a result of opening the heart, clearing the energies that were blocking me from having these innate abilities that I knew that I was ready to have, and I would hear all these other people talking about. Is lucid dreaming a beautiful experience? Yes, I would say lucid dreaming is more of a sustainable way of, you know, learning from these other realms, because I would just say it's more integrated just for the sake of the conversation. You're able to feel safe, and you are traveling when you're in your sleep. You're going to other realms, whether you're aware of it, what different realms you're going through. You can get stuck in many different realms, and if you set an intention, you can go to the realms of light and learn from these teachers, these masters of light, the lords of light, the archangels and angels of light. I had many years Archangel Michael and Mother Mary teaching me my dreams, and they still will show up. What started happening now is that I started visiting people in their dreams and showing them and providing love, insight, healing to them in their dreams. So nobody taught me how to do these. It was consciously. I remembered all of it. And I'm in that school of teaching, that school of thought that says all learning is remembering. We have the access and ability to tune into our soul and tune in and access all the wisdom from the universe, all the wisdom from source that is innately within us, that we have the ability to tune into from our own higher selves to God, to source, whatever you want to call that. And guess what? There's many different ways of doing it. The way I did it was through my own heart, connecting to my soul. That is the fastest way, because I didn't have to go through these steps that other people were giving in their own limited belief systems and limitations they were presenting. I did it in my own way, and I can guide others in that process as well. And I do. And I have. So I feel that's a lot of information, and my intention is to be grounded in sharing this video with you, and sharing from a very integrated and space of just really question what it is that your intention for wanting these experiences and wanting to open up your spiritual practice. They will happen as a result of you in your dedicated self-awareness and mastery of yourself. These experiences will happen most definitely at your own pace and whenever you're ready to have them happen to you. I will record more of my personal experiences as a result of just, I'm sure there'll be more questions and more people inquiring about this video, because I feel like it's an important subject to talk about, because I have not heard that many people talking about it on the level of really giving these levels of, I wouldn't say warning, but levels of steps that you require before assuming that it's all fun and games going to these spiritual experiences. There requires a level of work and level of mastery to do these, and it is potentially an opportunity to get lost into, and I've had that happen to me, but it's all perfect. Once again, I had to go through those experiences to learn what it's like not to leave my body anymore. The last time I had an out-of-body experience was when Saint Germain came atop me, above me, and pulled me out of my body. Did I have a great experience? Yeah. But I was resisting it because I was like, you know what? I don't want to go out of body right now. I've been leaving my body for so long. And I said, fine, for Saint Germain, I'll do this. And it is funny. It is kind of funny. So if you're laughing, I'm totally laughing there with you, because it is hilarious. And the most important part is that to have fun and to realize that there is that laughter will clear energies to open up to connect more with Source. So if you had fun watching this video, go ahead and like this video, share it, tweet it, find me on Facebook. My name is Philip Garo Dorian. And I look forward to connecting with you soon. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be continuously updating more videos. I look forward to connecting with you soon in person, or whatever form that may be in. Blessings.